If you're here for goofs and gaffs, have a listen and have a laugh. These four schmoes here run the show. It's JKT Radio.
Hi guys, welcome to JKT Radio Podcast. This is episode 137, where I'm already mad at McBride because he found my crab before we even started.
Hell yeah.
I just got an information of the unicorns going better than test subject 197. There we go.
What? Oh,
No context. That's where we don't live in
I
context.
forgot to start. There we go.
You forgot to start?
You know, every so
Oh,
often when
the
you
time.
forget to
It's
start.
fine.
I like to know so that I'm not anxiety.
You know you have the ability to see Devin's screen and how long the timer's going.
Well, no, because he has it going in terms of how long we've been recording, and we're often recording longer than we are actually starting.
I have brought cat. The cat
Alright.
is gone.
Anyway, I'm your hostess with the most, Amuffa, or Bun, or pure chaos incarnate, and I'm gonna call out the fact that we're completely out of schedule,
Yep.
and absurd yet completely acceptable Valentine's gifts to give your significant other. And I'm gonna pick an entire
Okay.
wheel of cheese,
Okay.
and I'm joined by my other absurd but completely acceptable Valentine's gifts to give to your other, Chris.
I mean, I think we often give each other books,
Books or comics?
which is basically books with pictures.
I mean, yes.
So that's the first thing I can think of because I don't know.
Also,
Fair enough.
oh, it's
Books
a good
is your answer,
Books, yes.
McBride?
Lovingly crafted with witty saying socks.
I like
Hell
that.
yeah. And Devin.
For example, on one side saying he's like, I'm out of wine, and on the other side, more bitch.
I kind of need those. And please tell me you bought those.
Honestly, I made those up on the fly, but I'm going to have to find those now. I know where I can find them, but I'm going to have to find them now.
They might rival my wind me up and turn me on socks.
Love
They
it.
gotta be they gotta be such for Victoria because she is the wine mom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But Devin, what is your absurd gift?
Hello, cat.
My absurd gift. Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because
Fair
I'm
enough,
thinking of the time you convinced me to buy a sword.
Now, I know we're already mid-recording, guys.
I
and
have
I'm sorry
another
for
sword,
you
by
in the
way.
pod. Yeah. I'm sorry for all of you. Devin, what mic is Discord in?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Hang on.
Because I can hear Devin, but I can barely hear Chris.
Really? I hear them both fine.
I hear Chris, like, is in a bin across the room.
Well, it's because Chris is leaning forward into the laptop
That's
and not the mic.
That's not usually that big of a problem.
Discord is
I
all
hear what
set
you
up
mean now.
properly.
You hear what I mean?
I do hear what you mean.
Yeah.
It seems to be set up correctly.
Yeah, it's set up correctly.
All right.
We're gonna trust it.
The big thing is like, so long as the recording is fine, like
Yeah.
it's using the right one, that's fine. We can work with everything else.
Can I have a hint?
And the
Oh.
No.
Chris, you want to hint to where the crab is?
no, you're not allowed to
Yes.
hint.
No.
You have to find it yourself.
That's how this crab works.
This is how crab game works.
I'm surprised you found that. I thought I did really good at hiding that.
Honestly, it took me a bit, and I was just like, is that the crab? I'm not
I
sure.
will be.
And it's
I will
like,
point out, and I have physical proof of this. My eyes don't cooperate, so I am at a disadvantage.
Go
Honest-
to an optometrist.
That's
I'm
what-
Glasses.
okay,
I'm supposed to be wearing them.
I actually do have an appointment. An optometrist isn't exactly. I actually need to go to an eye specialist.
Well, yeah, because you also do have glasses.
Yes, but they're for distance. That doesn't help my excuses here.
No.
no, it really doesn't.
But no, I have
Right here.
I have a picture now of my one eye going that way.
Yeah, but it's not going very far that
No,
way.
but
It's very minuscule.
I can't. My eyes can't focus if my finger is like any closer than 5 inches from my face. If it's
Well, yeah, no, most people can't do that.
Yeah.
actually they can.
Well,
They're
then
supposed-
it's supposed
can't.
to go
They're supposed to be
cross-eyed.
able to.
Yeah, you start to go cross-eyed. That's the point.
I see double when any more than that.
That's what cross-eyed is.
That's what the cross-eyed is. That's normal.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's normal. That's what it's supposed to do.
Apparently, people can
That's how
focus.
the putting your fingers close together and it makes a hot dog in the center. That's where this comes from. It's
well.
because it's so close you go cross-eyed.
All I know is that one eye
Okay,
goes
Devin,
off.
you're
into
not
the
supposed to
drop
touch your
section.
fingers. It's just like it's close enough, and then eventually they.
You
They're
focus
they're
at
supposed to,
the
at least.
camera. Don't look at your fingers.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
look at your fingers. Look at the camera.
It's like it's not working.
Welcome.
I'm doing it. I'm looking at him.
Oh, great! My camera froze. That's just fantastic.
Oh,
Look at that.
fantastic! I love it.
Well, that's yucking wonderful.
Beautiful. Let's see if we can fix that.
Well, we're off to a great
Now we're all
start.
frozen.
Oh,
Hope you found the crab beforehand, because you might
I'll
not get the
never
chance
find
otherwise.
The crab. Now I'll never find it.
I will
Oh,
say it
I
was
think-
very well hidden. It took me a bit, and it tricked my eyes a little bit because I thought it was part of something else.
Yeah, it's really hard to find. I don't think you guys get me today. I'm sorry.
I've given up on
Well,
crab.
we had you for a hot second. Now it's just gonna be
We
a
had-
screenshot.
Yep, there's just the frozen screenshot.
Yeah.
I'll, if my internet gets a little bit better, I will see if I can bring it back.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But you guys, well, Chris angrily tries to find my crab.
I've given up on it. I can't see anymore.
Oh
Are
yeah,
you
right.
feeling crabby?
Feeling crabby.
'Cause you
I'm
can't
sorry,
find
folks.
the
You guys are
crab.
gonna have to go back.
Crabby, Mr. Krabs. It's not gonna happen. I don't even know if you're talking now because we can't hear you talking.
No, as soon as I see
Oh,
my
okay.
camera fizz out, I stop.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't worry. Yeah. So I've just given up. I'm not touching the camera anymore. That's every time I try to turn it back on, it does that.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. If you want to find the crab, you have to go back and pause.
Well, no, I'll have a screenshot early on, and I'll just paste it over where your face would be.
Fair enough. We'll bring the cat. Will be in that screenshot. The cats are here.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, we showed you a pretty simple. Anyway, you guys want a silly Valentine's Day story that happened today?
Let's hear it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So, I just got off of work. I was at work all morning. I was dead tired because I closed the night before, as I do every weekend. And I'm sitting there in the food department. I'm just stocking shelves, not really paying attention.
Okay.
And a guy comes up to me. He's got a very quiet voice. I've never seen this person before. Usually, a lot of customers, because I don't wear a vest to indicate that I work here. So I don't have to. So I'm not going to. But a lot of the customers that have been in once or twice know I work here and will still come ask me questions.
Fair.
Okay.
Also, really big hint that I'm standing on a ladder is that I work here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, as you do. And comes up to me and he's in a really quiet voice. And I wasn't sure exactly what he asked, but it turns out he asks, "So what are you doing for Valentine's?" And I looked at him, I'm like, what am I doing for Valentine's? And he's like, "Yes, what are you doing for Valentine's?" I'm like, I'm sorry, I have a date. And he just, I think I broke this poor boy's heart.
Oh.
I broke some random boy's heart. He looked like he was about 18.
Oh.
Aw, poor
Yeah,
thing.
baby.
Well,
Child.
Oh, he thinks he should hit on people during retail.
I mean
Yeah,
that too.
Hmm.
He didn't actually, like, he just asked if I was doing anything. He didn't try to hit on me. He didn't do anything else as soon as I said I had a date. He just looked a little sad, and I said it's always worth asking, because you don't know.
This is true.
It's worth it's worth a try.
It's always worth a
It
try.
wasn't technically asking out. It was just asking if you had plans.
Had something for Valentine's. I'm like, as someone who has been hit on during retail working, that I'm not going to count that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. Because I've not been hit. Actually, no, wait, I have, but I was too stupid to realize at the time.
Beautiful.
I have seen when dudes decide to hit on my female coworkers during retail, and it's just always the worst.
Yeah,
It's always bad.
I've been hit on while working, and I didn't realize it until the end when I was given a number, and I'm like, oh fuck, I thought we were having a normal conversation. God damn it.
Yeah, don't you hate it when that happens?
I genuinely do. Like, I remember there's this one time I was like, because I was working at I was working at Tim Hortons, and I was just like, I was just having a normal conversation with this guy, like, chatting, and then he gives me, like, a number, and I'm like, oh, dude, you're, like, old enough to be my dad.
Oh god.
Stop.
Gotta love that.
Oh,
I was like,
dear.
man, I thought we were just having a conversation. Why do you gotta go and make it fucking weird?
The worst thing I ever saw was there was a guy who was like, he was one of those guys who, this is like, ugly middle-aged dude who clearly had, like, things weren't going well for him. He looked like a loser, a bozo, if you will. He was a bozo. And
An absolute buffoon.
An absolute buffoon. He was one of those guys who, we would get these occasionally at EB Games, who would just walk in and be like, tell me everything about your store and what I should buy. And I'm like,
Why?
God.
how about you do your own fucking research, my dude? Yeah, just as a pointer, if anyone's listening, never fucking do that to anyone in retail. They hate you. I will guarantee
I can understand asking specific questions about a product.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
that
fine.
was
That's different.
That's totally cool. He was like, "Tell me why I should buy this console." I'm like, "Well, if you're already thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I can give you information to be sure." But it was just like, it was like the guy came in and just demanded us to be like fucking like used car salesman person. I'm just like, I'm not in the fucking mood. But the worst part was there was behind him in line there was this mother and with her two like little children, and for some reason he just turned around and immediately, like, he didn't even like, there was no segue into him hating on her. He straight up just looked at her and just like asked her to have lunch with him. And
That's so off-putting.
it was the worst, because I'm just like,
No.
oh god.
That's
She was just like, no. He was like, okay, but like he kind of did keep harping on it, and I'm like, oh, am I gonna have to like call security? But thankfully no, he left. But
That's the offer to the mother of, do you want to stay in the store until he leaves?
well, yeah, no, I legitimately afterwards I was just like, well, because I've also, admittedly, me and my ADAC, for like a little bit, I thought he actually knew her, because of just the formality in the way he addressed her. I was like, oh, maybe he knows her. And as soon as she started responding, I'm like, uh-oh, these two do not know each other. And it's just like,
I am petting the cat.
the cat is being pet. Just
I will
so
pet the
you're all
Keisha.
aware. Because he is
You can't
being
see
a good boy.
but I will pet the Keisha.
Little baby.
I have my baby Snow Cloud ran away because I would not share what I have with her. I craved jerky, and
Yes.
I made jerky.
Very nice.
It was cheaper for me to take the time out of my day to make jerky than it was for me to buy an entire jar of jerky,
Joikey.
I got lambs.
which is very sad.
I imagine it usually is, yeah.
So, I found out something interesting.
Oh,
So, reminder, I had that whole family member thing. And my aunt came over yesterday to bring us some of his things. By the way, that ring is still in your pocket, I think.
Yes, it is.
I have to remember that's there. And one of the things I got was a Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual from 1977.
I saw pictures of that.
Yeah,
Cool.
which I was curious and I looked on eBay for like how much it is because I wanted to know how much it was.
Money.
Well, the cheapest I found was at $267.
Mm-hmm.
The most expensive was $6,667 for the same edition.
Yep. That's that's like a first edition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's first edition. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons.
All of those are worth a lot because they don't make them anymore, and not many were made.
And also, I think because this is made by Gary Gygax, which is I think he died.
Actual
Gary Gygax. Is Gary Gygax dead? I thought he was still alive.
He's dead.
I think he's still kicking around.
I think he's still kicking around, but he's kind of a douchebag. I could be completely wrong, by the way, about that. I don't know. Gary Gygax could be wonderful.
No, he died in 2008.
Oh. I get this.
Well, I just shit-talked a dead person. Thanks
He
very
died
much.
age 69. Nice.
Nice.
Approved.
If only he could see the state of Dungeons and Dragons at this current state.
That man would be rolling in his grave.
There's a reason he split off from the company, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that man would be rolling in his grave, though.
Rolling d20s.
Okay, approved. Saw that sigh.
That was a good one.
That was good. We can't deny that was not good. Cannot deny.
Oh my god. Speaking of games, and actually, I haven't even mentioned this to you yet. I watched a movie last night called Tar with Cate Blanchett.
Okay.
And it's in the movie she plays a very, very, very famous and prestigious orchestra conductor. And as the movie goes on, basically stuff starts to come out about her, alleged impropriety, and her life begins to kind of downward spiral. It's a very, very good movie. It's nominated for like a shit ton of awards and stuff. But the movie starts and they actually play some of like the what would traditionally be included in like ending credits. They play at the very beginning of the movie. What are you doing?
Old school.
Mouse went that way.
Oh no. But one of the credits, one of the like opening credits was like a thank you to like various like pieces of music and just other things that they got involved in the movie. One of the things that got a big thank you at the beginning of the movie is for the video game Monster Hunter World. And I'm like,
really?
What does Monster Hunter World have to do with this? And I'm thinking, and the movie's going, and it's like nothing at all to do with Monster Hunter World. It's a serious, drama with like some weird, psychological thriller elements. Is Cate Blanchett slowly unraveling. And now, I guess, spoilers for the ending of the movie. She basically ends up, due to the allegations against her, she ends up losing her position. And, like, her marriage falls apart. So she moves, I think, to, like, Thailand, I think? Because it's like one of the only places she can get work still as a orchestra conductor, but they don't show for what. And she's like super like intense and like hard working, and she is getting this orchestra up and running. And at the very end of the movie, she walks out onto the stage and starts conducting, and you realize. They pan out to the audience, and it's a bunch of people in like cosplay for like Monster Hunter, and it's for a Monster Hunter fan event because that's how far she's fallen. That's the only work she could get is for like playing a random Monster Hunter orchestra, and that's how it ends. And I'm like, oh,
way to shit on
now
cosplayers.
It makes sense.
Well, then.
I mean, a little bit. But it was just, again, it's not what I would call a funny movie, but it randomly ended up having one of the funniest endings I have ever seen. Just, it's such an unexpected, like, ha!
Am I frozen?
I don't have a fidget available, therefore the cat is my fidget.
The cat is the fidget. Mm-hmm. And the fidget is the cat.
I wish that I was recording it right now because you guys froze for a good sec. And I just stared, and then it just speed motion Devin talking, and he went all over the screen.
Oh, jeez.
It was fantastic.
I love it when it does that.
It's like,
No.
No, he just shifted.
Okay. I'm gonna lay back down to figure out how to lay down up there. I am totally paying attention. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to know why my camera's just being a dick.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not even
very
just my
strange.
camera, it's Discord for me.
Oh, interesting. Is it
Because every time I try to turn it on, McBride just leaves. You two freeze.
Oh, interesting.
Weird.
I have a feeling I know what it is. I have a feeling it's this right here. If I end this, if I destroy this again, even though I've uninstalled it 50 times, because we've talked about this, Avast, you're just making my life more miserable.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This operation cannot be. I'm pretty sure it can. Stop it.
It's like, in fact, I promise you that it can.
You are lying.
You lying bitch.
But yeah, we got a dishwasher, and it's so nice.
It's baby.
It works, and
And
I willingly got up and did the dishes. Immediately doing the dishes meant loading it and contorting to try and plug in the things because it's in a bit of an awkward corner.
it's in a bit of an awkward corner because we
A little
don't
bit.
actually have Well,
I showed you the picture.
we could put it on top of the counter,
No, we
but it would be
couldn't.
blocking most of the
No,
the
we
sink.
couldn't because it wouldn't fit deep enough to actually go underneath the cupboards.
Oh, that's true.
It would
Yeah.
literally be teetering on an edge.
Yeah. So we basically...
So I had to pull the table out,
Pull the lever, Kronk.
climb on top of the counter, climb behind it, twist it, turn it on, realize I did not twist it far enough,
Bop it.
That's exactly what's going through my head.
unfix it, twist it
it.
again, ask Devin to turn the water on, get sprayed in the face, get it turned off again, twist it more, finally it's okay.
It was pretty great. Like, I just see Chris disappear behind it, and Chris just goes, turn on the water. I turn on the water. I hear, psh, ah!
I'm like, turn it off. Yeah.
Wrong water.
I was awake. Thank God it was clean water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, there's a cat behind you.
Cat. Me and my task manager are not having a good time. I'm like, end this process, and they're like, no, and I'm like, yes.
No!
Oh!
Nope.
Nope. But I set up an appointment to see a specific type. Like, it's not. I don't know if they're technically considered an optometrist or they have a different name because it's for specific visual things like binocular vision dysfunction.
Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. A neurologist is still a doctor, so a specialist for your eyes is still an optometrist.
Well, yeah, but there's also there's optometrist and then there's ophthalmologist.
He falls under the umbrella that is optometrist.
Yeah, whatever. Either way, it's not a regular like optometrist that you go
It's
to
a
see.
specialized optometrist.
Because not most optometrists don't even know what this is, apparently. Because my eyes don't cooperate, and that's what largely probably why I have migraines, because of eye strain. And so yeah.
You mean the glasses that you're supposed to wear and you're not?
Well, no. Okay.
Well, it doesn't help. With the glasses, don't help with that.
No, yeah, my glasses don't help with that because they're literally just for distance. And I technically my when I got them, my optometrist said like I didn't need to wear them constantly, just for when I wanted to see for distance. This is more for I need prism glasses so that my eyes can actually cooperate. because like that's why I struggle. I can't see like I struggle with 3D movies.
Avatar was an experience.
Avatar was weird. Whenever I look through like a microscope, I have to cover one eye because I cannot get them to work. Binoculars don't work for me because my eyes are just trying to not work together. Why are you shoving your ass near my head? Thanks. Okay, let's just. Where is my arm? Also, depth perception.
Yeah, no, I think it was not the last time I was at the optometrist, but the time before, they thought that I had glaucoma.
Oh.
And so it was just like, oh yeah, no, we need you to come in again, and we'll do another test and all of that. So I go in the second time. It's like, no, I don't have glaucoma. I just got thick ass eyeballs.
Yeah.
Tasty.
I think the last time I went to an optometrist, I was only doing like the basic test, and then they kind of got freaked out a little bit because I have a freckle in my retina. So they had to do the full thing just to make sure there's nothing else wrong. Nope, I just got a freckle in my retina.
All right.
I just have I just have freckles in weird places. I have a freckle on my heel for some reason. But that doesn't even see the fucking sun.
Yeah, I got one on the bottom of my foot.
That's actually, most people have that. That's not a freckle.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's not a freckle.
What you talking about, Willis?
I have one too, and McBride does, and I bet you Devin does if he looks.
Sorry, a freckle where?
On my heel?
Somewhere on your foot.
Yeah, guess where they inject you with all your immunizations as a baby?
You know what? That makes sense.
That's exactly what it is. Devin's gone to look.
I must see. I must confirm.
Yeah, most people have that. That's a common thing. That'd be a common thing.
Where did it go?
A freckle?
It's like a dot. It's where they stick the needle in you when you're a baby.
Oh God.
That one I do know because I did ask my doctor when I was
be
little where it came
flexible.
from, and he said that's what that is, and he said most people will have that.
Cool.
Oh.
My
I don't see one on my
Pediatrician?
foot, but
yeah, it just depends on your body and how well it healed, right?
it's true.
Well, that would explain why it's there instead of sunlight. Cause...
Yeah, it's not really a freckle. It just looks like one. Science. Also, I tried I fully destroyed Discord,
I
and
saw
it
that, yeah.
But also, I'm looking at Discord, so if anyone has it, they'll notice, besides voice connected, there's those 3 bars. I have 0 bars.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Not even a red one or a yellow one or all green. They're all gray.
So technically, you're not even here.
I'm not even real.
I mean, that's true. Whenever you talk, it's not even showing the little green outline around your little speaker.
Kira is a
Oh,
ghost.
there it is.
I'm real here. I'm here.
Ah, good. Now you're glitching.
Oh, well, we jinxed it. We should not have said anything.
Like I said, Kira's a ghost.
I've already got the title of the episode. I can't come up with another one.
God.
The thumbnail should just be a picture of Ghost from the new Call of Duty game. Because
Oh, yeah, there we go.
he's the internet's new baby girl, I guess.
All right, fair enough.
Because if there's one thing Call of Duty is sure known for, it's their plethora of baby girls.
Yeah.
What?
I can't believe that's a
That-
sentence I just said.
That is a brand new sentence.
Yep. And I wish there was
I'm
no.
so confused about what
I wish there was
came
nothing
into when
behind
I
it,
Reloaded.
but I've literally
And
never
you're all frozen
seen
again.
I've never seen fan art of like Call of Duty characters ever. And then this fucking game comes out, and suddenly Twitter's just like, "Hey, do you want to see like intensely homoerotic art of this one character from this military propaganda game?" And I'm like, not particularly, but you know what? Good for them.
Yeah. So, funny bit. So, Last of Us has been coming out on
Yes.
on the HBO, so we've been watching that.
Yes.
And we haven't seen the one today, but we'll be watching that pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet.
But it's funny because we're watching the first episode, and Vic's just saying, he's like, oh yeah, and this is gonna come up, and he's like, oh my god, they didn't do this part. This would really suck for anybody that hasn't played the game. They don't know what's going on. And I'm just like, yeah, that would suck.
Oh
to
yeah,
which I had to break the news to her. I had never played the game before.
Wait, are we talking about Last of Us?
Yeah.
I tuned
Yes.
up for half a second.
Has Victoria played Last of Us?
Yes, she's
Oh.
played with you guys. Because I
Oh, that's
specifically
right.
remember it was at.
Has Victoria
it was at
played?
your place. It was at your parents' place. It was
Yes.
me, you, and Kira. We were all at your place in the basement, and you three were playing. And I was just like, I'm here. But no, I had never played. So, of course, what had to happen, I had to set up my PS4 in the main room. We had to buy Last of Us. And so I'm playing it alongside as we're watching the episodes each week.
Oh
as well.
boy, have you guys gotten to episode 3?
I think so. I mean, we're all caught up until
Really sad?
the episode that comes out today.
The basically
Oh,
the
yes,
the,
with,
the Ron
with Ron.
Swanson,
Yes.
the Ron Swanson episode.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's that episode takes a wild swing away from what happens with him in the games.
Yes.
But honestly,
yes.
it's much better.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Man, I was having because knowing where those two characters end up in the game, basically one of
Yeah.
them being dead off screen and not really
Yeah.
having much of a character. So I'm thinking, oh, we're seeing how they like met and stuff, but I was presuming that they were gonna probably because most of the rest of the show had been fairly close,
Yeah.
or at least as close as possible with the game so
With the
far.
game and all of that, yeah.
Or at least it hadn't taken anything like wildly different yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when they did that and suddenly they're like old, and I'm like, are they not gonna? Is he not gonna? Yeah, because it especially became pretty apparent. And I'm like, I don't think he's gonna like leave him
Yeah.
like he did in the game. So I'm just like, oh. And I had like the Bruce Banner moment towards the end where I'm just like, oh, this is much worse. This is just killing me.
I know.
I was not prepared for gay apocalyptic Ron Swanson to get into my feelings.
Who can fucking sing and play piano? What the fuck?
Right? Like the one thing that made me a little sad is that we didn't get to see him and Ellie interact like they do in the games because they
Yeah.
just hate each other so much and it's
Yeah,
like
that would've been
hilarious.
nice to see.
But like, man, that was such a. I went in. I'm like, I think I'm prepared for what's gonna happen, and I was in no way prepared
Yeah, yeah.
for this like epic love saga between these two
I know,
like
it was-
middle-aged men playing the piano and drinking their wine.
Oh, it was great.
Especially because like, have you guys watched any of Parks and Rec?
Yeah, we've watched the whole thing.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
I think there's that episode where she buys Ron Swanson like a nice steak caviar dinner and plays like Bridge of the River Kwai.
yeah.
That was the only thing I could think of at the beginning of that episode where he's like watching through all the screens. I'm like, is this just a really weird series finale to Parks and Rec? Is this what happens to Ron Swanson? The apocalypse happens, he realizes he's gay and just
Oh,
We have a Kira back.
lives.
Kira's in
Oh
a
my
fishbowl,
God.
but she lives.
And you ended up on the floor. What happened?
I was under my desk for a while.
Fair enough.
Let me just turn you all the way down.
Yeah, you got
Nope,
very
I know what it
loud.
is. Nope, I'll fix it.
Okay.
You can fix it after I don't have one. Sure, but eardrums.
I fixed it.
Yay, there we go. Was your recording affected at all during all of that, though?
Probably.
I had the mic muted.
Okay. Just so I know. For...
Everyone cover your ears, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It cut out.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
Yeah.
I'll get to hear it later. So thanks.
That was actually what that was for. It was more for you later.
I know. I don't want to listen to that later.
Cover your ears, you'll see the bar, trust me.
I
Just
know.
mute the bar.
I'll just look for it and it's like, okay, let's just avoid that. There's the horse.
Hello, horse.
You can go keep looking for crab now, Chris.
I know.
Oh,
Now's your chance to
bees.
look for the crab again. Resume crab search.
Resume crab watch.
Oh.
The underwater version of Overwatch. Crab watch.
Yeah, crab watch. They're all sexy crabs.
Why sexy crab?
Because all the characters in
Why
Overwatch
not?
are sexy.
They're all sexy, honestly. Nobody's safe.
It's Overwatch.
I mean,
Nobody's
Junkrat.
safe in Overwatch.
I don't
Well,
remember
yeah.
what crab looks like.
Well,
I
there's
guess
probably
it
somewhere
depends
out
on who
there.
you're talking to.
Isn't there a gorilla in Overwatch?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Your point?
Yeah.
There's also there's a couple of robots in there too.
Well, yeah, but the robots make sense.
There's a robot with the voice of Dorian from Dragon Age.
See, like, that makes sense.
But
There's also a hamster in a tech suit.
oh yeah, we'll
Yeah.
leave that one alone.
Yeah, let's
No
not
one's
touch
going.
that.
Please don't go for the hamster.
Also, don't go for the child in the tech suit. Those two are out of.
Oh,
those
that's
two
right.
are
There is the
off
child in
limits.
the tech suit. Let's.
Child
Those
in a
two are
tuxedo?
off
Oh,
limits.
yes, there
Yes.
is.
I haven't played
Those
Overwatch
two-
that much. I don't know all of the
We
characters.
can always just ask Snow, who hates Overwatch
Hates-
and plays
hates
it
Overwatch to watch
religiously.
Come here, Lemon.
Oh dear.
Also, I had an idea that I've swung by Kira, but I need to swing by you, McBride.
Oh.
Once, because I'm in the process of currently testing out for me and Chris's contribution to the gaming channel,
Yes,
mostly
Kira
you.
did advise me of this.
which looks like it's everything so far is looking good. I just gotta do another test or two. Because the nice thing is I should be actually able to send the video that I recorded fully synced up straight to Kira from the PlayStation, which is nice.
Excuse me.
I had an idea, however, for the
Thumbnail?
thumbnails. I can never remember what that's called. It's the thumbnail. Thank you.
Yeah.
I had a concept for the thumbnail. Given how many pictures we've sent over the chat of our two cats, part of me
Including
wants
today.
to see like
Yes.
Dead Space screen caps, but you replace the heads of the characters with the two cats.
That would be McBride. I can't do that.
That would be achieved.
Especially because we got some like cats with like their mouths wide open. I feel like it would be kind of great.
That can absolutely be achieved.
Look, Lemon's sad that you're not paying attention.
Lemon. Little lemon.
Whoa.
This dog plays way too well into the bit that I give her sometimes.
Yeah.
See, sometimes she's smart.
It's when the P in her brain hits the corner, like the old screensavers. It's when
Right?
it hits
Yeah,
the corner,
it's
there's
really
a
just like-
thought.
Hey, one brain cell.
I don't know what I'm doing, but the dog loves it.
You know what? That's all that matters.
You don't know what you're doing, but the dog is aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Appreciates it.
Yeah. Speaking of dogs,
My brother's-
funny enough.
Oh, Aurora?
So yeah, she's
Aurora.
frustratingly good.
Frustratingly good?
It'll make sense in a bit. So she's 8 months old now. So she's reaching like adolescent.
Oh no.
Them teenage years.
Oh,
You okay?
yeah,
Did you
apparently I didn't want to talk about that for a moment there. Yeah, so she's a teenager now. And so she's being the whole like angsty teen where she doesn't want to listen. She will and she can when properly incentivized by treats. She will respond. Because I did a test today because like she was like just doing whatever, and so I just grabbed a treat. I walked to the other side of the house. I told her to come, and she came right away. And I'm just like, see, you can listen, you just choose not to, and that's why she's frustratingly smart. Because she knows what to do, she can do it, she chooses not to.
Yeah.
It's
When I've got dumb nuts here. Lemon, turn around. Can I have a high five?
Swing that butt round.
I mean, she's
Let me have a
slightly
high five.
turned around.
I can have my nose poop.
Aw.
Okay, that's a good job. Can I have paw? I know you can do this.
Why are
Did
you
hear?
yelling?
Did you? You can do this.
Kiki
Head
is
tilt.
yelling.
Lemon. Lemon?
Hi.
Oh, look, you just want my hand to pet you.
Ho, ho, ho.
Can I have paw now?
I have been yelled
It
at.
is pet time.
Yep.
Pet time.
Okay, thank you for
Which is
yelling. and then
convenient
leaving.
enough because Ben is scratching at the door as well.
He demands.
It's just like, this door is shut and it's been shut for too long.
It's only been 40 minutes, Ben.
Not been long enough. It's been too long. 5 minutes is too long for Ben.
I know. Yeah,
Oh, horse? No horse.
Kind of almost done.
We're getting there. How?
Oh, Kira, did you see? I didn't go looking for it, but I ended up seeing some of the Dragon Age leaks because Twitter just honestly.
Oh, I don't have to look for that. Either Chris will send it to me or my brother will send it to me. I don't have to look.
You sent
period.
me the most recent thing.
Yeah, I did. Look, I don't look for leaks. I get sent them.
I don't like looking
And then
for
I give them
leaks
to
because I'm
others.
just like they it's not a developer setting them out. And honestly, the stuff I saw,
This
I'm like,
one was an
okay.
interview, though. The one that I had.
Oh, I have not seen the interview. I've seen like a second or two of what might be gameplay. Who we don't even know.
The one I saw
pre-alpha
was
gameplay.
test. It was test gameplay.
Yeah, like a pre-alpha.
It's got like a placeholder dialogue,
Booby
Yeah.
would like to
and it
be
looks
included.
like. If from my point of view, he's just half in the
It
frame,
was
and then slowly
hilarious,
more in the
'cause the
frame.
only thing that,
There it is
like,
again.
the only
There
thing
we
that
go.
was just like, Brent.
No.
It's like, what you doing?
He's staring at the camera.
Yeah.
Or he's staring at you guys.
Yeah. No.
It's like, I know
fucking
those
hilarious.
faces.
You remember us? Do you remember us?
You remember?
You remember?
remember?
You remember when Kira tried to pick you up?
And
Yeah, I
learn very
remember that.
That
quickly
was the
why
time.
you don't.
I learned.
Yeah, you learned. It's like we told you multiple times not to do that.
I knew exactly what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I knew I would get
You've
like
had
there was
too
like
many
a
cats.
70%. You gotta remember, in this house there's cats. I can just kind of go whoop.
And there is Cat.
And
There's a cat.
There's Keisha.
Keisha, Miss Keisha. We have a story about Miss Keisha.
Miss Keisha has a story?
She's fucking dead?
Miss Keisha has a
Well-
story.
Well, that
So here's the
deserves a
story.
Oh no, I don't like that.
That's an ongoing joke of Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my gosh, she's fucking dead. That's a joke. That's an ongoing joke
Okay,
in
just-
the game server I have.
I'll
Holding.
keep going.
Yeah. But so she was sleeping up here in the bowl. And she was like rolled partially upside down in like the cat pose with the paws over the eyes.
Oh, yes.
But her ears were still sticking out. Yes, that is how you spell Keisha. Got a horrible gag reflex. So I went Miss Keisha, and usually like she'll open an eye or her ears reflect. She'll respond because she knows that's her name. I went Miss Keisha, nothing. Miss Keisha, nothing. Miss Keisha, nothing. I'm like,
She fucking
Keisha?
dead?
Oh my
Keisha?
God, she's fucking dead.
and then I actually like stood up so I could see her better, and there's no response. And I'm poking her now, going, Keisha, are you okay? No response. I had to pick her up, and then she looked at me so disgruntled. I'm like, I thought you were actually dead.
You're not allowed to live up to that meme.
Do this to me.
I'm so concerned.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that would be scary. She's not the next one to go.
Well, yeah, because when we got her, her age was an approximation between 3 and 5 years. They didn't know. And she was that age, and then we got Snowcloud. So she's somewhere between 8 and 10
That's still pretty young for a cat.
for a cat.
Yeah.
But she's got some weird problems. So that says she's fine, but she's got some weird ass problems. Like permanently gooey ears, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Like she's leaks,
Ew.
has really liquidy earwax, so she'll shake her head and it'll just spray everywhere.
Ew.
Good.
Which is why there's usually so many pop cans, because as soon as I see it go in, I'm like, I'm not touching that.
Fair enough.
Also, why it's over here now.
It's on the other side now.
That's a, yeah.
And one time I saw her doing it, and saw her about to do it, and I just kind of put my hand over it, and I'm like, nope.
No.
Just gonna do that.
My mom.
And as you can see, I've migrated to bottles.
Yeah. My mom, because my mom has she has 3 cats. Chimera, Jax, and Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie bit me.
Charlie, I've been telling her, and she needs to get into the vet, and she's working on it, but she keeps putting it off.
Is she actually working on it?
I don't know. I hope so. Charlie, for one, has always been skinny. Since she was a kitten, eats like a fucking horse. To the point like where she winds up with food up her nose. Like, she eats, but she is underweight, skinny, and she's been like
there could be 2 reasons.
well, probably like I'm thinking like internal issues.
She could have actually a tapeworm. That might
That's
be a big one.
my main concern. Mom says
It could also be a hormone thing.
oh, that's possible because she is small.
She's small. She fixed yet?
Not yet.
Yeah. Look at Luna. Luna also eats like a truck, and she looks like a bean.
That's true. Actually, that's a good point. I could bring that up with Mom. Because the other thing is like now all of the other cats are starting to attack her, which is a bad sign.
Heat.
No, her brother who is fixed is also attacking her.
That means nothing.
That's true.
Regs is fixed too.
But to the point where like
That
now she
means
has to go into the vet because she has a wound on her back that isn't healing properly. So now she really needs to go into the vet and like Mom.
She really needs to go to the vet now.
Just take her to the fucking vet. She gets out of the cone, so like the cone isn't helping. So just take her to the vet.
I've given up putting cones on cats after all of my years of owning cats. The cat gets a cone for 1 day.
Yeah. I think Boom.
And then I just give up.
I think Boomy had his cone on for like a day, maybe a couple days, but after that,
Oh, Boomy had the cone on for a while.
not that long, compared to how long they're actually supposed to wear it for.
Oh.
We took it off
A lot.
fairly early.
I mean, Boomy handled the cone pretty well, actually.
Yeah, he actually
He
tolerated
looked like a bit of a doofus, but...
They always do. Yeah,
The best thing I ever saw for cats is instead of a cone,
baby shirts.
baby shirts. It works so much better.
Yeah, newborn.
I like
Newborn
that.
baby shirt.
No.
Maybe not newborn for Boomy. Maybe like 4 months. For Boomy, maybe 4 months. Lemon would be a probably a large kid. I think Lemon would fit my
Large
t-shirts
child. Yeah.
because I fit an extra large kids at Walmart.
Yes, we know you're Gap Kids. You are a literal baby,
Yeah,
and it was
kids hurt me. No. Didn't have to go there, but we almost did. But we didn't have to go.
almost. We were like one stop away.
McBride, your wedding hurt me. On a mental state, your wedding hurt me, and it was just for shopping for clothes.
The time when being
That
baby
was-
is a curse.
That was an epic journey that we went on.
Yeah.
To find me a shirt and pants.
I think it was the pants that were the problem.
It was the
Yeah,
pants.
the pants were the issue.
It was the pants, because I'm too skinny.
Yep.
I had like 3 shirts, I think. So I had the one mine came with a shirt, and then I had a white shirt, and then I had another color shirt that are button-ups that fit me.
Yeah, it was just the pants.
Pants.
It was like no matter
is why.
where we went.
There was nothing.
Nothing. We even went to women's clothing stores.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing small enough to fit me.
I think we
It
eventually
hurt.
succeeded with like whatever was the last one. I don't remember.
Some random
Gap
store
Kids?
Park
No, it
Royal.
wasn't.
It was
Gap-
no. We didn't go
no,
there.
We avoided Gap Kids.
That was the last stop. I refused.
It was
I think it
someplace in
was
Park
like
Royal.
some random store in Park Royal.
Yeah, it was someplace like in the ass end of Park Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like we walked into Simmons and like everything was like $300. And it was like, yeah, no,
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
no.
I'm sorry.
some random clothing
We
stores.
love you, but we don't love you $300 worth.
I also don't love me enough to be $300 worth.
Well, especially because I'm just like, well, okay, you will wear this. Probably this once, and then who knows?
Whatever the next one.
Actually,
is.
if it's not, actually it is. There's the sweater vest. It's right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
We did
were
that exact
in
same time.
sync.
For the Christmas party we had a couple months back, like I didn't want to get a new suit. I was just gonna rent one. I was like, it was gonna be fine, and everything's fine. But then Vic was like, no, you should get yourself a suit because you're gonna be using it at least 3 more times this year. It's like, I don't want to use it. I don't want a suit. $300 later, I bought a suit because shit was on sale. I was like, fuck.
Well,
Me.
Well, that's how we got our sweater vests. Is when the Father's Day sale.
Yeah.
We bought
But,
a
I used it
suit.
at the Christmas party. I have 2 weddings that I'm going to this year. So
3.
Yeah, see, that's reasonable then.
yeah,
And you got it on sale, and then you can probably use it again.
I'm just
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know this is a weird time to think about this, but I'm also realizing I don't think I have anything for a funeral. For
You
context,
don't have any funeral clothes.
well, I don't.
Yeah.
Except for dresses. For a reason I'm thinking about this, I was gonna make the joke 3 weddings and a funeral. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to go to one of those.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you need black on black.
Yeah.
Well, you have plenty of black.
Unfortunately.
No, I actually have less black than I think, and all of them are dresses, and I don't exactly want to wear a dress.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, it's too cold.
That's that's the reason.
Yeah, well, not. That's my brain thinking that's the main, like, and nobody should be wearing a dress right now. It's too fucking cold.
Yeah, I'll have to
What-
from
think
a
about that.
from a global standpoint.
Just get a robe.
Wear
To
a
be
toga.
fair,
Toga.
my grandpa would actually approve of that, probably.
That's the thing
He's
from
fucking weird.
What's it, in Emperor's New Groove? It's like, robe.
Robe.
Well, women men wore dresses up until about the 16th century, I think.
They also wore heels.
Yeah.
Also,
The heels are traditionally for men. They're for butchers.
and also men can wear dresses.
Yeah.
Of course they can.
I mean, we must all look at our
Uh,
Lord and Savior, Cloud Strife.
You're just thinking this because you just played Final Fantasy.
I'm playing the Crisis Core remake,
Oh,
and I just
okay.
met Cloud.
He is baby.
baby.
He is baby.
He will not continue to be baby. Well, it depends on one's definition of baby.
He goes from puppy dog to bulldog.
Baby to
Well, I mean, he's more of a puppy dog that is trying to be a bulldog.
Yeah.
So he's a puppy dog bulldog.
Yeah.
Puppy bulldog.
Pretty much, yeah.
You ready for the floof?
The lion's
My
mane.
hair is deciding to go horizontal. I'm like trying to get
Because I did a floof.
I can.
And we
I
gotta get
can-
a McBride floof.
I can kind of do a pony.
Oh, your hair's
Heck
getting,
yeah.
your hair's getting long
This
again.
back here.
You got the
It's
towel.
got
You
the
got the towels and Jaffe look going on.
Yeah.
And this will be
It's just not purple.
fixed probably next week. We're fixing this. I got the hair dye in now.
Yay. I think I have the
So it
I
will
have
not
the
be-
shortest hair now. Again.
You do.
Until I get mine cut.
Overall,
So I
yes.
need to get mine cut.
You still have long hairs in there.
But yes.
Cause that
God, I have the longest. That's weird.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
you generally have pretty long hair though, Kira.
To be fair, my hair used to be about
My
as
hair
long
got-
or longer than Kira's.
That's true.
You say that, but my head got shaved like 3 times in school. 4 times in school.
Did
It
it?
grows fast.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, I probably noticed and have forgotten about it, considering that it is now.
You don't do that math.
ahead.
Don't. I
Go
already
ahead.
feel old.
Go
Don't
ahead.
do it.
Do the math. I dare you. Do it.
No, because it just occurred to me. After June, it'll be 10 years. It'll be 10 years since we graduated high school.
Yeah, don't do that math. I'm already old. Big Brad smug in the corner. No,
I mean,
I
hey,
have a
already been
baby.
through it.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it means I'm getting farther and farther away from from high school and my high school self. So honestly, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
So, Chris, have you found crab yet?
No, I gave up.
Okay, I was just wondering if you're still looking for crab. I don't even think Devin started looking.
No, it's
no.
either the thingy by...
With the amount of
boxes back
issues
there, or...
my eyeballs have, I not only can't see colors quite properly, I can't see.
Yeah, that's fair. I need to get... I'm looking at a different camera, a proper camera that didn't cost me 20 bucks. Box?
20
bucks. Yes,
bucks.
20 bucks.
I got box, put many box inside till I got 20 and I trade for camera.
Yes.
Yes.
This is why we have fishbowl line.
I am curious for our next campaign. Is Thurier's kid going to have Thurier's voice?
No, Thurier's kid is not going to have Thurier's voice.
You sure?
Yes.
You don't want to do a femme with the rear?
No.
How would that even work?
It'll just be.
I don't want to do that voice for the new character, and I'm sorry for the D&D, not random things, because I have an actual list of songs that I will sing if requested.
Yeah, that'll be difficult.
I ain't doing that voice to sing those songs. I already did When the Moon Meets Your Eye, as in that horrible bad Russian accent once, and I'm not doing it again.
Whoever had the whiteboard set up in chat put in, it's like it had been X amount of days until
To be
D&D
fair, I
was
think it's
brought
been
up.
well, no, because
Richard?
if it's any D&D,
Dick the Richard.
Richard!
To be fair,
I do
it
have a
had been
whiteboard
few
back there now.
weeks.
yeah, can we just actually set up a whiteboard?
We absolutely
Wait,
should.
but-
I mean, I have this wall. I can set it up
Do it.
It's right here. It's right here. I just haven't put it up yet.
because I keep wanting to put something here, like especially for streaming, because it's just like an empty wall. So it's just like I want, because I have like framed pictures on top here. You can't see it unless I raise
I know.
my desk. But it's like I want to put something here, but if I get a whiteboard, I can put it here, and I can put different shit on here.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Doodles.
I can either put it as a schedule or I can doodle. Exactly.
I think
Secret codes.
secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
I had food in my mouth when you guys did that.
Secret.
I'm sorry, I've been like munching because I have.
Fucking speaking of, so I when I was editing 135. Yes, when I was editing 135.
I'm so sorry, because I know it's mine.
That one bag, I don't know what the fuck you opened, but it was like overpowering me talking. I had to turn.
It was this bag.
I had to turn you down and turn me up during that one section because it was overpowering the beginning of when I was talking. Fuck sakes.
That was that bag. I've been trying to like hide that bag from myself, so I'm not eating it all. It's either that or these, which I've been slowly eating for like the past 3 weeks.
Yes.
I see a horse behind you.
Yeah, I see the horse.
Hello, horse.
The black metal horse.
Oh. What a good baby. What a gigantic
questionable.
monster.
He's just a big good boy.
Are you a big boy? I don't know about good. That's for damn sure is not good. He broke the fence
I
again.
found a website that sells a bunch of like pretty things that are like historical inspired, like medieval inspired, and I want to draw all of the characters in them.
Okay, that's fine. I've been slimed again.
Yes.
Slimy.
Slime.
Holy clothing. That's a sentence I just read.
That's some pretty things. Thank you, Facebook.
Also,
for giving me
I before we go, I almost got in trouble at work
oh boy.
Oh dear.
because of our heater is fixed but broke immediately. So it's fixed and it won't turn off.
Oh no. Well, it's not cold.
It's not cold anymore. The floor is like, it's okay. It's a little chilly, but it's okay. Back room was freezing before, but now if you're specifically in the loading area and the door is closed, you're sweating. So I was doing skids, And I have a sweater on normally, and I almost took the sweater off, and then I remembered I was wearing this shirt, which is essentially telling you to murder your friends.
Yeah.
First you don't succeed, blood magic.
You know, blood magic's always an option. It's not a good option, but it's an option.
I can get away with a lot of stuff with my sweater. Does say things on it, but it's essentially saying that I'm a piece of dirt. It's only making fun of me. Nothing bad. And honestly, a few of the customers find it hilarious. So no one ever questions the dirt shirt. I'm pretty sure I would get in trouble for this shirt.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know, I think it's fine.
Someone got mad at me because of my, I have a crow one, where it's like a single crow and a group of them, and the single one's pointing over says murder. It's a group of crows is called a murder.
Yeah.
They got mad at me.
Well, that's bullshit.
We had at EB Games, we had a coworker who was, to put it mildly, extremely heavily conservatively religious.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That one.
Great.
She was legitimately afraid of the Ouija boards we sold at work. The fandom, like the Stranger Things Ouija board.
Okay, well that's a little bit.
She was just like, no, don't fuck with that. We're all just they're like, it's whatever evil spirits might have been in there. Capitalism erased a long time ago. Considering it's a Stranger Things Ouija board.
Stranger Things Ouija board. I have a Ouija board in the house. And that's the one thing I refuse to let anyone touch.
Yeah, I don't.
We don't fuck with that juju.
I don't like to fuck with Luigi boards.
I don't know. I think it's all bullshit. But I'd probably be the one to die first in a horror movie of this exact circumstance.
No. See, here's the thing. You're a white guy. You were not the first to die.
Yeah, but we're starting to break from those cycles.
Not that much.
No, that cycle is getting broken more often.
Yeah, watch any of the Scream movies.
The person is not the first one to die, but they're one of the first.
Yeah. See?
They're usually the first 4.
Also, did you
know? Couple
having
having sex is always going to die.
Well, yeah.
Really early on. It's how that works.
Also, apparently,
because of the Hays Code.
Also, virgins can die now.
Yeah, virgins can die now.
Oh. But yeah, the whole couples having sex thing is because of the Hays Code.
Well, it's about time.
And you guys know the secret to immortality is just never have sex.
Yeah, that's the thing. You reach a certain age and then you become a wizard.
I like stretching because my arms look fucking weird when I do.
They do look weird.
They're white.
Well, that too, but no, they go.
They almost match the same shade as your wall.
Okay, well, fuck you.
I think it's more of the lighting, because you got a lighting glare right behind you. Because Devin's almost matched the wall too, in your camera, but not his own.
Well, anyways, but that's insults. We're at an hour.
Any but.
It is begin, or it is end technically.
Indeed.
It's over. Sorry, there's a lot of screaming.
Are you sorry though?
Are you? Are you fucking sorry?
We're sorry. We're sorry.
No, we're not sorry, by the way.
We're sorry.
What are you referencing?
It's
Never
a South
sorry.
Park episode, I think. I think that was South Park.
I might have to go get my dog, as you can hear in the background.
That's alright. It's about time anyways.
Yes.
I got cookies. Okay, you're gonna go get your dog now.